Hi everyone, here we are today. We're going to be adding pairs of two-digit numbers. So the last few days we've been thinking about adding a two-digit number to a one-digit number. We thought about taking away a one-digit number from a two-digit number. We've thought about what happens when we end up with too many ones or too few ones and we're regrouping those ones together. So today we're going to use all that to help us to add two-digit numbers. So sometimes they're going to be nice and straightforward, and we're just going to be able to add them, and other times we're going to have to look for where we've got more than 10 ones, so we can regroup them into a 10 to make it easier for us to work out the answer at the end, okay? So let's start with this one, so 33 and 25. Now I can look at this straight away and know that this is going to be easier. And the reason I know this is going to be a bit more straightforward is if when I look at both my ones, it's 3 and 5, and I know that doesn't make more than 10. So because I know that doesn't make more than 10, I may be able to add it in my head. If I can't add it in my head, I just know I'm not going to have to do any regrouping because the 3 and the 5 here, they make less than 10. So I'm going to make my 33. So 33 is made up of 3 10s and 3 1s. Remember, so your one's nice and clear. Don't do little dots because you won't be able to see them. 25 is made up of 2 10s and 5 1s. And then I can pull them down and pull them all together. So I'm just going to change colours to make it nice and easy for you to see. Let's use a nice pink. So I've got 3 10s and 2 10s, that makes 5 10s. 3 1s and 5 1s make 8 1s. So I know the answer is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 58, because I know that's 8 already, because I just added it up. Okay, so that's the most straightforward one. We just find our 10s, find our 1s, and we put them all together. The challenge comes now when we start to look at sums like this one, where I can see already, straight away, that I've got 7 1s and 4 1s, which I know makes more than 10. So I'm going to be looking for that 10 to turn them into a 10 afterwards, okay? So 47, the first bit of the process is exactly the same as before. So we're going to put our 10s and 1s in first. So 47 is 4 10s and 7 1s. And then 24 is 2 10s and 4 1s. Okay? And now I'm going to pull them all together. But before I do that, I can look at this and go, oh, there's more than 10. So again, let's just get we'll use a nice pink, that's fine. I know there's more than 10, so I can cross out 10 and I can change them into a 10. Okay, that will make it easier for me to count at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's 1 left over. So there's my 10. Okay. I've turned it into. Now I can pull everything else down, so I've got to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more 10s. Remember, don't get a bit confused here, because I've put 1 because I've moved those 10s to turn them into a 10. But I now need 6 more 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good way to think about that is just ignore that 1 that you already put there. Just pretend it's not there. And now we'll look at our 1s. Oh, look, I've just got 1 1 now. Okay. Because I crossed out all those 10s, I turned them into a 10, which is what I would do. So it's almost like I've already counted them. So now we can count them up, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, exactly right. Okay? So we'll just try that again. So the only thing you need to be just really, really careful of is just when you turn those 10 1s into a 10, then make sure you don't count it twice. So let's start again. When you turn those 10 1s into a 10, make sure that you don't include it when you're adding up the rest of your 10s as well. So it's got to be a separate 10, okay? And let's start with this one then. So we've got 26 out of 25. So again, it's exactly the same process. We're going to put in our 10s and 1s first. So 26 is 2 10s and 6 1s. 25 is 2 10s and 5 1s. Good, we're getting really good at this now, which is good. I can look at those 1s. Now, a good way to look at the 1s and work out if there's more than 10 without having to count them, well, I know that 5 and 5 makes 10. So I know that 5 and 6 must make more than 10, because otherwise it just doesn't make sense, does it? So 5 and 5 makes 10, so 5 and 6 makes more than 10. So I'm going to cross out those 10 again. Let's get my lovely pink pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I've got a nice 1 left over again. But again, because I moved those 10, I need to put a 10 here. Okay, so I'm not getting rid of them. I'm just turning them into a 10 again to make it easier to count. So now we can pull everything else down. So I've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more 10s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got 1 left over. Now I can count it up nice and easily. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51. Okay. So the main bit you just need to be careful of is just practicing turning those 10 ones into a 10. Because when we move into the junior school, you'll do that without doing all this. So you'll do it in your head, and lots of grown-ups at home, if they're helping you, will go, oh, I just do that in my head. Okay, but this is why you do that, because you're turning those 10 ones into a 10 to make it easier for you to count. Okay, so have fun with that. Send me some pictures if you want to show us what you've done, and see you all tomorrow.